Just while I was coming back, I'm sorry, I don't want this. Just while I was coming to the university, I saw one amazing incident that happened. As I was walking somewhere near my house, I saw a father who had kept his child, who was trying to make the child walk. He said, "Come, come, come." He was 5 steps away. The beta, the child actually wobbled, it was crying, and it came 5 steps. Now he moved further away. He told 7 more steps, "Come." I thought this is what life is all about. The father is nothing but life, child is nothing but you and me. Life puts us in situations, and that is nothing but food for thought for me. Yes, we are put into certain situations of life where the situations might be favorable or not favorable. In case the situations are not favorable, the attitude with which we face the situation defines or makes us. An ordinary man can be pushed outside a platform. He can wake up from Mohandas Karamchandra Gandhi to a Mahatma Gandhi. An ordinary lady who was pushed outside a railway train where a train went on her feet, she decides to get up as Arunima Sinha, who climbed Mount Everest without a leg. So it is all about attitude with which we face the situations. I don't have a great story, but I want to share one story that actually turned around my life. There was one day when I saw a small 16-year-old girl crying, right? So I went and I asked, "Why are you crying?" She initially hesitated, and I asked, "You can tell, you can share it with me. Why are you crying?" She told, "I'm suffering from a breakup. Where can you understand?" And immediately, even I started to cry. Because at 16, I was crying because I used to miss Pokemon, right? All those things I missed, I was crying. 16 years, breakup, crying, heartbroken, and everything. Both of us cried, right? And with the very next moment, I asked, "Okay, what did he mean to you?" He told he meant the world to me. You know what love is? If there is power of love, I think you can do anything. Then I asked, "Why don't you love many people?" Not to be misunderstood, right? Love can be between a parent and a child. Love can be between a teacher and a student. Love can be between relatives, friends, family, anywhere. Right? If love can be a pillar of support to whatever you want to do, why restrict it to only one boy and one girl? Start loving people is what I told her. And then this thought somehow stuck within me. It got stuck within me. So I came up with a concept called win world by love. Winning is a quality that any human being wants. Even though 11 times if your favorite IPL team fails, next season you come up and tell, "Isala Kapnam de." You want your favorite football team to win. You want winning. That needs to happen. Right? Winning is an innate quality that a human being wants. If a human being is capable of winning, it is not only few people, but he is capable of winning the world. So I came up with this concept called Win World by a tool called Love. So I started writing blogs in the name of Win World by Love, taking you through a little bit behind background of mine. I was a state level table tennis player, so I hardly used to go to school and college. My institutions actually supported me when it came to sports. So my attendance was somewhere between 50s and 60s. So the notes keeping or studies were always somewhere between 50% to 60%, right? So never completed notes. So as I started posting few stories are something that inspired me. As I started putting stories on my Facebook page, one of my friends sarcastically came and told, "Hey, what, writer and all, you've become stories and all, blog and all." I told, "Yeah." Then he told, "Why don't you write a book?" Trust me, certain times when people tell you sarcastically or while supporting with some intention or whatever it is, it'll stick here. Somehow this thought got stuck here. Somehow, why don't I try to write a book? Never before I've tried. So I went on a solo trip for a few days to Kerala. Few of you all from there, right? I went there for a few days, sat with myself. Somehow I thought this should get completed. This got completed. I came back. I had enough amount to just produce that book. It got no good launch or nothing. It was just with friends, whom I used to distribute, and people believed it had some amount of good content. So they used to distribute it. One day I received a call, and through that, the book actually officially got launched in Oxford bookstores on March 17, 2018, Delhi. After that, things eventually started to change. I thought one principle we stick on to can make so much of difference. You wrote a book. Next, reading a book, a person calls you and he asks you, why don't you become an assistant professor of this college? What do you want to do? I would love to interact with students. I would love to share stories. Why don't you come to our college and share stories with students? I agreed. Also became a part of a family business called Lesson Refreshments. Things was going absolutely fine, and I became an author. When all of these things came, there was one thing that I realized. Life is not how much of days you put into it. Life is not about how much of days you put into it, but how much of life you put into days is life, is all that I decided on that day. I want to share one more small thing, which is a food for thought. Okay, it was a food, right? There was one day on a Sunday evening, I was just relaxing. I was watching a cricket match, and I was just swiping up my Facebook notification news feed. And as I was feeding, I saw 3 to 4 people had shared just one post. It said, if traveling was free, you will never see me again. If traveling was free, you will never see me again was the post that read. And I was somehow not at ease with this thought. Why? If traveling was free, every bugger will travel. Traveling will lose its value. Right? So we don't want, if traveling was free, you'll never see me again. And I just saw the word TV and I realized all these cricket players or anybody who performs travels around the world for free. They travel around the world for free. And people sponsor them. People get entertained by them. When they perform, people actually see themselves within them. Then I realized this has to be slightly edited. Then I made it, which is also there in my book. It's called, Don't Only Travel to See the World. Travel so that the world can see you one day. Food for thought for me is the food which you provide for every thought of yours. I would like to end with this small incident which I started with. Have you all watched this movie Tare Zameen Par? My favorite scene is the last scene where Ishan, the small hero, he runs towards Amir Khan when he is very happy. Amir Khan lifts him with joy. Similarly, when life puts you in such situations, jump with joy, go, run, face the situations. Life will put you up on all the situations. And trust me, all of you can make it very, very big in life. It's not about age. It's about what we do with the age. One small incident that happened. A friend I asked, I'm lacking enough number of motivation to do certain things in life. He told, if your age is not a motivation, then I can provide you no other motivation. Your age is your motivation. Make it really, really big in life. Thank you so much.